Hello everyone. Today in this video I am going to share you some sentences to practice and learn the new words in this spoken English class. Let's get started. More than symbolic. More than symbolic. On curbing unhealthy food intake. Curbing means ठीक करना. On curbing unhealthy food intake, legislative measures. Measures here is step. Legislative measures to curb unhealthy food intake are a must. In a welcome move, the Health Ministry has directed all government departments to display oil, sugar and trans fat content in everyday Indian snacks such as samosas, jalebis, bada paos and laddus in a bid to highlight the health risks of their consumption on a regular basis. The campaign will be piloted in AIIMS, Nagpur and then roll out to other cities. Roll out means launch. To other cities, the move comes to 2 months after the CBSE directed all affiliated schools to establish sugar boards to monitor means check, to monitor and reduce the sugar intake of children. Intake means consumption. To monitor and reduce the sugar intake of children. Next, this will list information on the recommended daily sugar intake, the sugar content in commonly consumed foods, health risks associated with high sugar consumption, and healthier dietary alternatives. The initiatives have been driven by studies that provide evidence of increasing obesity trends in India. As in the NFHS data, obesity had increased from nearly 15% to 24% in men and from 12% to nearly 23% in women between 2005 to 2006 and 2019 to 2021. Since the amount of oil and sugar in Indian snacks is not apparent and hence often overlooked, these initiatives will serve to fill the gap and act as visual behavior nudges, much like the pictorial warnings on tobacco products. However, building awareness alone cannot bring about behavioral changes, especially in the absence of essential legislative measures. Surprisingly, while the Health Ministry has targeted Indian snacks, nothing has been done over the years to introduce clear front of package labels to caution people about unhealthy packaged food items and regulate the advertising, marketing and promotion of unhealthy food to children. Also levying additional tax. Additional here is extra. Levying additional tax on food products with high level of fat, sugar and salt can further reduce consumption as seen in some countries. As in the National Multi-Sectoral Action Plan for Prevention and Control of Common Non-Communicable Disease, The Food Safety and Standard Authority of India regulation was required to be amended for inclusion of front of pack labeling and detailed nutrient labeling. The FSSAI packaging and labeling regulation was amended in 2020. On July 15, the Supreme Court of India again directed the agency to execute this label on packaged food for front of pack labels on HFSS food and beverage product to become a reality. The FSSAI has to first define the upper limits for sugar, salt, and total fat, which have not been finalized and approved so far. A 2022 study found that warning labels outperformed all other forms of front or pack labeling in identifying unhealthy product. A study by the ICMR NIN found that warning labels and Nutri-Star ratings helped deter the consumption of even moderately unhealthy foods. Measures to build awareness without essential legislative measures to curb unhealthy food intake will not be much more than symbolic.